WWE games have recently dropped a few of the 2K24 ratings, and the responses online haven't been really in favor or in agreement with these ratings. Let's talk about it. But before we do that, please guys, follow my social media accounts in the links in the description. Check out my channel and my other videos. Like, comment, share, subscribe, because over here we discuss WWE, AEW, all wrestling, and wrestling games content. The American Nightmare, the 2023 and 2024 Royal Rumble winner, the man who has carried this company on his back for at least the past year, comes in at only a 93 overall. I believe in 2K23, Cody Rhodes was a 91. So you're telling me that after everything that he has done, after beating Brock Lesnar multiple times, after not losing pretty much any match over the last year, his overall only goes up by 2K. Okay, look, Cody Rhodes should be at the very minimum a 95. This is undoubtedly the WWE's top babyface, and anything lower than a 95 is just criminal. And here is another rating that is just a bit too low as well. The longest reigning defending Intercontinental Champion of all time, one of the best wrestlers in the world right now, comes in at a 90 overall. Gunther and Logan Paul have the same exact rating. When I see stuff like this, I just wonder if the people that come up with these ratings even watch WWE or even have much of a clue of what goes on. Or maybe they just watch the YouTube clips and highlights, because there is no way that these ratings are what people who actually know these wrestlers would come up with. These make no sense. We have finally a roster reveal, kind of. Here are the list of names. Nothing surprising really or at all, but Bad Bunny is back in the game. That's cool, I guess. I'm never gonna use him, but hey, he's there. And also, Bronson Reed is finally in the game. I don't know if he's ever been, maybe 2K like 19 or something. I don't know why he hasn't been in the game all these years, but he's finally in it. And Rhea Ripley at a 96 overall. I would assume that she would be the highest rated woman in this game, as she should be, because she has been the most dominant force of the women's division over the past year at least. So this rating, I give it an up. It's a good rating. But next up, Kevin Owens, the man who main evented night one of the past, not one, but 2 WrestleManias, and both in good matches. A man who hasn't had the best year, I would understand that, but an 86, that is just too low for KO. And no, maybe he's not a 90, maybe he is. I would give him at least an 88 or 89. An 86 is just kind of disrespectful for a man that is better than this. And here's where I think that this is even more disrespectful, because coming in next, Logan Paul at a 90 overall. Logan Paul is undoubtedly the best celebrity wrestler that the WWE has ever had. His matches over the last couple of years have for the most part been good, at worst decent, and even some were just absolute bangers. So yes, Logan Paul, he's very good, but a 90, that might be too high. I think that Logan Paul is around mid to high 80s, maybe a cool 87, 88. And having him 4 entire overalls in comparison to Kevin Owens, that's where I think that that's a little disrespectful. But I understand, maybe they're trying to please Logan Paul. He is the social media icon and whatever. He's very good, but 90, too high. Now here's one that I've seen people also say is too low, and that is The Miz at an 81 overall. Now here's the thing. The Miz, look, he's a legend. He's great. But I kind of agree with an 81. Maybe it's a little bit too low. If I were to change it, I would say he's at the highest at 85, maybe 84. But let's be real. As good as he is, as much of a legend he is, he hasn't done much in the last year to really justify having much higher of a rating than this. You can let me know in the comments what you think about The Miz's rating, but I think this is pretty fair for a man who hasn't really won many high-quality matches. So I say this is a fair rating. Tiffany Stratton at a 79. Now, I don't watch NXT every week. I'm very familiar with Tiffany Stratton, and she has looked pretty impressive on the main roster so far, and she was really impressive in the little bit that I've seen from her in NXT. I've even seen her live, and I was impressed by her moonsault, and she's pretty good. 79 though, I understand she's a new call-up. I would say this is kind of in the fair range because she hasn't proven herself on the main roster yet. So yes, it's fair. I personally think that she's better than a 79, but she will prove herself over the next few months on the main roster. But yeah, as of right now, I would just say it's fair. But now I'm back to being negative because Zelina Vega comes in at a 74. And yes, she has a similar kind of story to The Miz, where we know she's really good, or pretty good at least. But I think she's better than a 74 because when I think of a 74 overall in a video game, I straight up think of like the 15th man on the bench on NBA 2K, the person you don't even put in the game. And Zelina Vega is regularly put in matches on SmackDown. She doesn't win enough, not much, but she's better than a 74. Maybe you can put her on par with Tiffany Stratton at a 79 or even in the low 80s. She was the most recent, the Queen of the Ring or whatever they called it. So she has main roster accomplishments that would warrant a much better rating than a 74. I not only think that this is a bad rating for her, but it's entirely disrespectful. Next up, Dominic Mysterio. He comes in at an 83. What can I say about this? I'm not negative or positive on this one. He has definitely improved his character and his in-ring skills over the past year or two. 83, that's solid, it's fair. I've even seen people say he should be higher than this, and I don't really agree that he should be too much higher, but 83, he shouldn't be lower than that, but I think that is like just the right rating for Dominic Mysterio. And the last one we have today is Alba Fyre. Just like Tiffany, she is new to the main roster. She comes in at a 74. And this one, I will admit, I've only seen 5 at most of her matches in NXT back in the day. And she's not bad, but 74, that might be right. But you guys let me know. Somebody who actually watched her in NXT weekly can have a better judgment on this. So this one, I would say is fair, only based off of what I know about her, which is not much. Those are all of the 2K24 ratings we have so far. I think that some of them are pretty fair, but some are just disrespectful. Like not even too low, just outright disgustingly low. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Please like, share, subscribe, check out my other videos, and you guys stay smooth.